Hey y'all, it's your girl Millie Chun. I got my 10 minutes back. This is going to be one take. Let's get into Caught in the Act Unfaithful. Let's go. So this is Mariah and her boyfriend is Bobby. Mariah and Bobby met at a club. They exchanged phone numbers and Instagrams, and within a week they had gone out. He had invited her to his place. She told him that they have a real good connection. She was raised by her dad, and he was raised by his mom. So they have that connection of being raised by single parents. She said he's very attentive. She told him that she loves flowers. He brings her flowers all the time. So then Tammy asked her, like, how long did it take, before y'all went out? She said they went out within a week. And then Tammy asked, well, how did that week go? She said she ended up pregnant. So she said they've been exclusive. He made sure that they were exclusive. She's very close to his mother. She is the only mother of his only child. They've been discussing having another child. They've been discussing marriage. And she was like, he makes her feel, good about the relationship. So then Tammy said, well, what do y'all do? So Mariah is a behavior specialist. He is a musician and a clothing designer. And she says what's giving her a pause is the fact that he's around women so much. But she's more secure when he's home, of course. So Tammy was like, well, what is the problem? Why are you sitting on my couch? The reason Tammy looks like this is because she said one day he was in the shower. While he was in the shower, she went through his phone. He had an unknown phone call that had come through. She saw the text, which was a sonogram with a sad face. So when he gets out of the shower, she shows it to him. He grabs the phone, does something with it, then turns the phone back around to her and says, show me what you're talking about. So he deleted the sonogram, and he's trying to gaslight her and make her feel like she's delusional. Let's get into it. So she asked her, like, where does Bobby hang out? Because she's about to send her team out. And she said at the club or his mother's house. So she gets up and she leaves. And we about to get into the surveillance. So this is the first picture of the surveillance. He comes out. He hugs this woman. She's thinking that maybe that's his sister. So they're following in the car. So the detective real quick realized this was not his sister. They were holding hands as they was getting out. And she was like, they looked real chummy together. And she's trying on shoes. And he says, I love them. So as you can see, they have made it to the counter where he has spent $1,500 on her. She's like, do you see how much it costs? He was like, I ain't worried about that. Use my black card. And then they got on out with bags. Y'all, it's a whole new day. And this is a whole new girl. This is not the girl from the first surveillance. They have met. He has roses and teddy bears and a great hug for her when she walks up to him. So then she goes in to get a closer look. They're sitting down talking, and with the flowers and the teddy bears, this girl right here is like, so what does this mean? Are we working on things? He was like, yeah, we're working on things. Let me rub your back. So he's rubbing her back. She's smiling. This is date number 2, woman number 2. So y'all, in the same day, the detective realizes that he posts that he's going to the club tonight. So the detective goes to the club. She goes in there with her purse cam and she sees this photo. She gets back outside and she's like, let's see if he leaves alone. Y'all, this is lady number 3, day number 2, and he is coming out of the club with her. Y'all, they in the car kissing and hugging and touching, and then they drive off. Lady number 3. Okay, so it's the new day. She's here at the headquarters, and Tammy and them are about to show her everything that they have gathered. So this is the face that Mariah makes when Tammy shows him out with the first woman with the black card situation at the mall. So she doesn't know who the lady is. She is in shock. And when he says, you can use my black card, baby, this is what we got. This is the look after she saw him pull out the black card and announced that he spent $1,500 on this woman. And Tammy asked her, do you know who she is? She was like, nope, I have no idea. So at this time, she's looking at lady number 2, right? She's hearing her say, you need to stop it and give me what I want, which is you. That's what lady number 2 is saying to Bobby, right? And then in the card, he's saying, he's giving her the card. And Bobby is saying, even though it seems I don't care, I really do. I really do love you. So she is devastated. So this right here is when she heard Bobby tell girl number 2 that he loved her. And Ken was telling her, like, it's totally disrespectful, but if you want to know what's going on, we got to go all the way through it. So Tammy said, let's go on and let's listen to the rest of it. So now number 3 is going to pop up. So they played this video. This is lady number 3. And they show how she gropes him and rubs all over his tummy. Let me show you Ken. Hold on. I'm here for every one of Ken's faces. Like, he is always so surprised at whatever is going on that screen and whatever is coming out of those people's mouths. He does it for me. Child, so when they showed Mariah this, Tammy was like, whose house is he going in? Is this his mother's house? Mariah lets Tammy in on the fact that this is their house. Mariah and the baby was at her dad's house. And Tammy was immediately triggered because she was like, she's been here before. You have slept with this woman in my house, in my bed where I lay my head at. That's foul. So Mariah chooses to team up because she wants to know about the other ladies. She wants to know if the other ladies know about her or do they know about all of them together. So she chooses to team up. Let's go. So Tammy got triggered. And she asked Ken, have you ever been called a non-MF factor in your relationship? He was like, no. She said, well, I have. She said, I've been triggered and I don't have nothing else to say and I'm out. And I'll talk to you later, Ken. And Tammy walks out. Child, so they found a spot. So the first girl comes in. This is Nikki, right? And she's looking for Bobby. And she said, Bobby's not here. She said, who are you? She said, I'm Mariah. I'm Bobby's girl. She said, no, I'm Bobby's girl. She said, I'm Bobby's baby mama. Baby. So, y'all, this is Nicole. So, she's the second one that walks in. And Mariah said, oh, you hoe number 2. She said, excuse me, I'm a whole nother what? Then she looks over to Nikki, the first girl. And she tells Nikki she's been irrelevant. They know each other. Baby, then when Ashley comes in, lady number 3, they said, who are you? She said, I'm Suge Knight, B. Who are you? Like, she just walked in and Mariah is letting them know we live together. I am the mother of his child. At this point, Mariah here is finding out that all of these women know his family well. Like they've been to the house, they hang out and all of that. So then Tammy was like asking this lady right here, about a sonogram picture. So Mariah thought maybe it was her. Come to find out it's Nikki that's sitting right here on the end. She was pregnant by him. Now, the girl that's sitting over here on the very end with the blonde hair, like, she is in total denial. She feels like Mariah got pregnant on purpose to trap him. And she was like, no, you don't live together. And Tammy had to say, yes. So Nikki don't want the other girls to know that she was pregnant and she lost the baby. Ashley is super devastated because she lost the baby. She said they didn't plan to lose the baby. And she is so hurt. And she wants to know where is Bobby. Baby, Ashley's so devastated. Ken had broke her down to her. Like, what's going on with you? He lost the baby with you. He lost the baby with Nikki. And he has a child with Mariah. And that broke her all the way down because she loves him. And she literally cannot believe what's going on right now. So now Bobby's in the building because they've been asking for him. And old girl came in, Nicole. She was like, why did you say that she was psycho? Talking about Mariah. And that she trapped you with a child. Bobby's response was, when did I say that? Then Nicole was like, what am I to you? What is going on? He said, you my girl. We kick it. We do that kind of thing. Ashley is devastated because she was like, who am I to you? And he said, she's a friend of mine. He also said he got dealings with them. And if he's got dealings with them, anybody outside of Mariah is business. And she was like, when you got me pregnant, was I your friend? He was like, yeah, you were my friend. Like, she's hurt. So when they asked him at the end of the day, is there any woman that you care about other than business? He said Mariah. Ashley was devastated. Nikki was devastated. And the other girl was devastated. And then, of course, all of the girls said they're done with him except for Ashley. Because she's still devastated over her miscarriage. But he says he thinks that he was just in love with all the women and he wanted all the women. And pretending to cry. But at the end of the day, Mariah said that they are not together. They're just co-parenting. And she's going to take some time out for herself and just be a mother. Thank goodness. It's your girl, Millie Chun, and I'm out. Bye.